Hey everyone. Um, I'm only gonna be doing one video on Fridays now because of my new project. So basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be working on this new project, which I don't want to give away too much information on it. But basically, what I want to do is I want to do kind of a project just for beginners. So basically, it's gonna be um, see, I don't want to give away too much information, but it's instead of doing two videos every single week on Friday like I plan to, I'm going to do one video that is going to be available publicly, and then I'll have another video that I do that I'll have unlisted until the project's done. So there's going to be a whole bunch of videos that will be released kind of like a web series or a season of videos type of deal, like episodes that will be released out of nowhere. Maybe when I'm halfway through the project, I might release it, or I might just wait until the end. It really depends. I'm still kind of going through everything that I want to do for the project, so it's kind of like a whole bunch of me writing stuff down. But anyways, on to what I wanted to talk about in this particular video is the coils or micro coils that I built in this tank. They have rebuildable heads. It's kind of like the pro tank. And I've been saying it wrong, and I don't know why, but I kept calling it the puritank, and I have no idea why I was even doing that. I'm not too good with English and all of that. I'm a hell of a lot better with math. But anyways, I just didn't even realize it. I read it, and the first thing I thought was, oh, it's puritank. And it's not. It's called puritank. Like pure. Like puritank. And I don't know why I was saying it wrong. Anyways, so back to the video that I did last week about rebuilding the coils in this particular tank. It's got the same coil heads as the Pro Tank and now the new Pro Tank 2, which I do want to try. I just haven't, actually looked it up yet to find the best price and get one ordered yet. But I do want to check it out because it's got the tank that you can remove from the whole assembly, which I think is going to be a lot easier to clean, because with this puritank, I'm not able to clean out the glass in the very top like I want to. So that's the only downfall I really see of this tank right now compared to the Pro Tank 2. Because the Pro Tank, the normal original one, is just like this. You can't remove the glass and everything like that. I actually heard that they did an update on the original Pro Tank also. I'll have to look into it a little bit more to get all of the details and make sure that I'm telling you exactly what is really been updated on the original Pro Tank. But so these coil heads, I rebuilt them with micro coils, and I used cotton. And just to give you an update on how it's been performing for this last week, this is the first one I rebuilt, and I put it in here. And I had to take it out because the flavor wick was, or I didn't have a flavor wick, and it was leaking. So I put in a flavor wick, which is also cotton, and it's now working awesome. There's no leaking. It tastes awesome. It's performing very well. I'm not ever getting a dry hit. And with the original coil setup, it was it had the rubber grommet on top, and then you had now why can't I think of it? The chimney over the base of the coil head, which inside the coil head you had obviously the coil, and then you had the wick through it, and then you had the flavor wick. And with that original setup, so you're talking about replacement heads. When you get replacement heads and you get them in, they have everything that it's designed to be, and everything is already assembled. And when you first get them and you put them in your tank, they suck. They suck bad. Now, the reason why they suck is because they don't get enough juice to them. And you can't sit here and constantly vape. You'll get dry hits all day long. So, silica, I used it at first and it was fine. Bad part was as soon as I switched to cotton, it was over. I didn't like silica no more. I could taste it. It was a definite taste when you went back to silica, because I had built the cotton coil, and then when I did it, like I said, it was leaking, and I switched back to the silica for a couple of hours while I was trying to figure out why it was leaking. So I used my other tank with silica, and it tasted different. So I fixed the cotton on this coil, and I put a flavor wick on top, and I don't use a rubber grommet, and it's not leaking, it's not getting no dry hits, it's working out perfect. And if you watch my rebuild on this particular coil head, you will understand exactly how to do it. I mean, I broke it down into every little bit of detail I possibly could, and to make the perfect micro coils. So it's just performing great. Before, like on the original replacement coil head, when you first get them, I couldn't take 2 continuous hits off of it like this. That right there would be burnt, and I'd be like this. Well, it's not. It's not burnt at all. I could sit there and constantly do that over and over and over, and it would never get a burnt hit at all. Not dry, not burnt, no nothing. So I'm going to take this apart in a second just to show you the actual cotton and coil in here. Let me get my tweezers though, just because I don't want to touch the flavor wick with my fingers. Yeah, that should work for right now. But I'm going to show you me taking continuous hits off of this and it not getting a dry burn. Oh, that last one, I didn't get nothing. I wonder why. That's weird. But you know what I can do is I can check the coil and the cotton now and see if or maybe it shut off on me. You know, because that was probably more than 10 seconds, so it probably shut off on me. Okay, I'll try that again. And I'll in between the third one, I'll cut it off and start it back up and see what happens. Yeah, see, it must have shut off on me here. No dry hit at all. Not whatsoever. Perfect. All the flavor that I want. Kind of watered my mouth, though. It's weird. Usually I'm used to making my mouth dry. I made it really, really kind of water up there for a second. It's kind of crazy. Never experienced that yet. I usually don't take hits like that off of it, but just for presentation purposes, I did. Which, like I said, I didn't. I used a stupid drip tip. I didn't. It's not gonna stay there, is it? No, probably ain't. Yeah, it works like that. I didn't get a single dry hit off of that at all. So the cotton is working great. It's wicking very well. Should probably hold this back a little bit more so you can get in the camera. I'll do a close-up on this wick in a second. I'll get a little bit of nicotine on me, but not too bad. I just don't want to touch that flavor wick and get anything on it, because it'll change the flavor. Like if I have something in my hands, because I did not wash my hands. I washed them earlier when I got home, but haven't for a while, so just don't want to get nothing on that wick. So there goes my air controller off my tank. Just clean that center pin, just so there ain't no moistness on it. So when I put this all back together, it ain't gonna give me an error on my mod. Man, that looks great. That wick is still looking awesome right now. It's got no problems with it. It ain't getting gunked up. But then again, I'm using a really light and thin juice right now, so it's not going to be too bad on the wick or the coil. But since I don't have that rubber grommet, come on, get off the air controller. Okay, since I ain't got the rubber grommet on here, I ain't got to pull that off first. That. Oh wow, that flavor wick is actually kind of gunked up. Actually, I might want to put a new one in here. It's not too bad, I guess. It's not too bad. I mean, it's gunked up a little bit, but not really. You could probably see here. I'll grab a hold of the end and show you. Here, let me put this down. But I'll show you this. It's getting a little bit. Ah, it's falling. Ah, it fell. Okay. So, I'm going to focus on that. Right there. Focus. 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 There we go. So, that's just above the coil, that brown spot. So it might have burned it when I first started using it. Because I didn't wait the time that you were supposed to wait for the wick to get nice and saturated, so it might have burned a little bit, but I don't taste it, so okay, that works for me. So I'll show you the actual coil now, and it does look like it's brown, but it works fine to me. It doesn't taste weird. It tastes just like the juice did on the silica regular coils, not micro coils, and I don't know why it looks like that, but again, I'm kind of new to vaping. I'm learning all this stuff as I go. I've been doing a lot of research every single day, going crazy, just looking up stuff non-stop. Since this wick is kind of saturated here, I'm going to try to burn this a little bit and see if I can get this clean up a little bit. Yeah. I can't do no more though. That wick is starting to dry up. I don't wanna burn it. I could just put a new wick in here. See, that's what's cool about these micro coils is I could just throw another wick in here real quick and it'd be good to go. I mean, the coil looks good. I mean, it doesn't look like there's really anything wrong with it. You know, I might just put a new coil or a new wick in here just because. I think I'm going to. Sounds like a good idea. This is kind of a way to show you real quick. Like this is a previous coil, that I built, and it's still, doing great. And here, you know what? I'm just gonna rip this cotton wick out to show you how easy this stuff is. And this camera's not on autofocus, yeah, it's not on autofocus right now, so it's probably not looking good for you guys right now. But I'll show you this wick. So it is kind of burnt. But it's okay. It didn't taste weird to me. I don't know why. Maybe wicks just start to look like that over time. So autofocus there. Alright, and then grab. These are all my my Q-tip brand Q-tips that I told you about in my my micro coil rebuild video. Nope, that's not a good side. There ain't enough cotton on it. So grab my cotton off, grab my scissors, and you know what's wrong in this picture right now? I didn't wash my hands, and this is probably going to change the flavor of my wick, and I'm already regretting doing this now. Dang it. Don't do this. Don't do this like me. You'll have a different flavor on your wick. I'm doing this pretty much just for the video. Yeah, I'm just showing you how fast this is. I'll literally build this and take it right back out, because I need to wash my hands before I rebuild this, because this cotton is going to have anything that was on my hands before on this cotton, so it'll taste all funky. So I'm just gonna do my usual stuff here, spread out my cotton nice and good, and then start to kind of compress it. Okay. So you don't want to twist it, and you don't want to just roll it up. You kind of want to roll compress it. Yeah, my hands are dirty. Damn. That's not good. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I'm literally doing this to show you how fast it can be done, because this is just gonna be terrible. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to screw this head back on all the way. I'm going to put it on my mod. My Pro Berry. And I'm going to give you a close-up of me burning this wick to clean it. Or coil. Burning this coil. Look at that, nice coil. From the inside out. All it took was one dry burn of that micro coil. Look at that. And now it's just glowing awesome. That's a micro coil. It's so great. That thing looks purty now. Alright, so I got my cotton. Like I said, I'm only doing this to show you how quick this can be done. Because this is not going to stay. I'm not going to keep this. Because it is terrible. Wash your hands before you do this. Damn it. Damn it. That sucks. So, after I end this video, I'm literally going to rip this back out. And, clean my hands real good, and re-wick this, because I don't want that funky taste on my wick. Like I told you in my my rebuild for micro coils, is wash your hands for like 2 minutes. That ensures that you get everything off your hands. You do not want that flavor on your wick. It will taste like crap. I don't care what it is. It will not taste good. Little coil head is slippery. It's got juice on it still. Dang, I had it perfect too. When you kind of like compress these down, they unravel really, really quick. Because they ain't wet, so it unravels really quick after you compress it. I got to get it in that coil and pull it through as fast. And I got this juice on my hand, just making it hard. There we go. All right, so I'll get a focus on this for you guys. Look at that, how fast I recoiled or re-wicked that coil. That fast. And then you want to, I usually use nail clippers, but since I'm going to rip this out real quick, you want to get it lined up with this bottom. I'm way away from the camera, sorry. This outer base part right here. You want to line it up with that, and I'll show you. I'll cut it real quick. So there goes one side. There goes another. So, you see how the left side there is a little bit too long. The right side could be a little bit shorter, but it's not too bad. Let me just fix this left side here. Okay. So there we go. About like that. And that's perfect. Like I said, a little bit long on the right side, but here, I'll cut it anyways. It needs to be. It'll bother me if I don't. Okay, so here we go. That's perfect. And then you make your flavor wick, which you take one of your cut pieces from that wick you just had that you threaded. Oh shit, I dropped that cotton. See, this is the thing he's trying to show you guys. I didn't mess up. But you know what, like I said, I'm going to have to wash my hands and re-wick this. What I usually do is I cut this wick in half for the flavor wick, because you don't want it too thick when you put it on top of that coil, because when you put that chimney back on, it's going to be too thick and it won't let enough juice in. So you want to cut it in half, and that's what you're left with. You're left with a really small piece. Don't roll this or anything. Just stick it right on top. Don't roll it, compress it, nothing. Just stick it right on top and then cut it to size, just like the other piece of wick that's threaded through. So this is what you have. And you see how it's way longer? Just cut it to size. So I'll do that real quick. And bam, there's one side. Flip it around real quick. And we'll cut the other side. And then, now since my finger's got a little bit of juice on them, flavor wick's getting stuck to my finger. Okay, so that's what you have right there. And then you stick your chimney on. Try not to crimp up that flavor wick. And there you have it. That's what it looks like. Now you see that fray part? You see that piece right there that's sticking up? You want to get that off of there, so just trim it. And that is good to go. That's how fast it is. So, I talked about some other stuff in this video before I even started doing this, and it's only at 24 minutes. So that just gives you an idea of how fast you can recoil, or dang, why do I keep saying that? Re-wick a micro coil that's still in good condition. So you don't have to rebuild the coil. It's been like a week since I've been using that particular coil, and it's still running great. You've seen it light right up. It's got no problem. I dry burned it once with no wick in there, and it cleaned right up. Everything that was on it, boom, off, just like that. Pulled out them old wicks. They do look kind of bad. So I heard, or I didn't hear actually, but I read on the ECF forums that people change out their cotton wicks every day. I didn't have a problem with mine. I mean, yeah, they look like they were burnt, but not really. I mean, they look like they have browning to them, and then the the uh the wicks look like they have a little bit of burnness on them, but not really. And I didn't taste no burning. And you just seen me uh freaking take a whole bunch of hits all in a row on that wick, and that may have been what actually burnt them. But like I said, I didn't taste no burning at all, no dry hits, no nothing. So it could have just been over the week's time that they got browned and they started to get a little blackened from maybe gunking up from the juice or something. But other than that, this is pretty much an update on the micro coils with cotton. It's awesome. The flavor is amazing. I can sit there and constantly vape and have no problems whatsoever. So, anything else to talk about? So pretty much what you do is you put your coil head back in your tank base and then put it back in your tank, and that's about it. I am going to wash my hands and recoil. Damn, why do I keep saying it? Recoil. I'm going to re-wick my coil with clean hands because that, like I said, that cotton that I just did, I don't know why, but apparently my hands are still dirty. I must have cleaned my hands and then touched something dirty doing something. I don't know what I was doing. I can't remember now. Move my work clothes. That's what I did. Okay, so that makes sense. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else this week. I got to get started working on this new project of mine. But other than that, yeah, there's nothing else for this video. Just a quick update on the micro coils with the cotton and how fast you can re-wick a coil, and get right back on vaping. So, if you like this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe to the channel. I keep saying that word messed up. Even in my, I think I just redid the intro video, or not redid, did the intro video for my channel for people that are not subscribed, and I just said it fine there. Subscribed. But yeah, please subscribe. See, now when I use it in a sentence, it messes up pretty bad. I just had my tongue pierced a couple of weeks ago, so still kind of getting used to it again. I've had my tongue pierced before, a whole bunch of different ways. But yeah, please subscribe and share the video to your friends and other people that vape, and maybe if you see a video that could help them out, just go ahead and share that link with them and get me some more views. It'd really help me out, and I'd appreciate it. Other than that, you guys have a good one.